like, I don't know if you got a bad, like, people looked at you in a different way because you didn't want to go to Quebec, but you know why you didn't want to go to Quebec, and it was because of the owner, and there were issues there. And the guy was basically a douchebag. I mean, I'm sorry, but he was. And I mean, I know you don't want to say it, but and you shouldn't have to, but that was the reason. I heard you say before too, like if Montreal would have drafted me, I would have gone there with bells on. Had nothing to do with Quebec being French or whatever.
Yeah.
But then you have to sit a year in this whole arbitration because this guy traded you to two people.
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of speaks a little bit about him there as well.
Yeah.
Can you talk to you a little bit about the refusal to play in Quebec without maybe getting into too much detail, but just was it an easy decision for you?
I went to a lot of meetings. We had a lot of meetings, and I was straight up with the guy. His name is Marcelo Bu, and his reputation was all over the place. My dad was in business and accounting, and his reputation crossed paths with all over with different accounts as well. So we had an idea beforehand, and then after being in the meetings and having you have the vibe. You just know, and then you're hearing more and more from other people what is going on and what's been happening, and then it came out later on, a decade and a bit later, after he was part of the Olympic committee with Canada, the charges that were brought forward, and it all makes total sense. But he, when I go to meetings, Guy Lafleur would be there, and I love Guy. Guy was fantastic. So it's Pierre Pagé, Guy Lafleur, Marcelo Bu, and Guy just looked at him and said, "Marcel, it's not about Quebec. He doesn't want to play for you."
Yeah. Wow. Call him out.
And Guy, I would see Guy, years later, and I'd see him at the Forum. I'd see him at the Bell Center. Even I saw Guy just before he passed when we were at Chateau Vaudreuil. My wife's from Montreal, and he lived in the same area, and I would see him out at this restaurant from time to time. And what a really nice, just a terrific human being. But he would still laugh at it about it, and say, "I told him he doesn't want to play."
That's incredible. I haven't heard that before.
Yeah, I mean, it was flat out. So no, I had to wait a while.